Hello, Aries. This is Barda from Roosters Peacock, and I'm going to be doing your May 25th through the 31st General Intuitive Reading. Hope everybody's doing well. As we get going, take the pieces and parts and leave the rest. Okay, let's see what's spinning in the atmosphere for you for this week. Aries. We have the Two of Diamonds, business deals and meetings and financial arrangements. I'll take it. We got the Eight of Diamonds, money to spend, financial power, a sign of financial success. Let's see if there's one more. Feels right, yeah. One more for Aries. We've got the Three of Spades, physical stress, working two jobs at once. Okay, Aries, this week, I actually already tried to do your reading. I did it. I was almost completely done. And this is actually following exactly what I just got through reading for you. Unfortunately, I forgot to turn the microphone on. Anyway, you are going to be taking around a situation, going to have the physical drive, even though you may be physically stressed about something, or I don't think you're juggling. It's two jobs at once. You are actually taking, and let me just go ahead and tell you a little bit, because I wish that would have recorded. This week, your message is definitely to go with the ebb and flow, because around a situation or around a way of feeling, and the message that yep, okay, I'll take it, because actually they're coming back up. That was one of the cards you got too. Full moon, completion. Something is coming full circle, and it's going to be completed. All right. And it was originally in the last reading, I had drawn another, the Emperor. Okay. The Emperor was underneath there. Now, normally I'd be like, I wouldn't tell you anything about the other reading, because if I have to redo it. But around the situation, it's coming. There's a complete completion around the full moon that's coming to an end. And it was over top of the Emperor, which also it's just sit there and tells me that there's a situation coming to completion for Aries. Okay. And with the Eight of Diamonds, money to spend, financial power, sign of financial success. And then we've got the Two of Diamonds, business deals, meetings, and financial arrangements. See, I don't think this is just about you, because like I said, I'd done your reading before and it showed up in there too. This week, you're being asked to just go with the ebb and flow. Just kind of go with the flow of it. If you've got time to get out in nature, to connect, go ahead and take that minute. Because it did take in the first reading as well, talk about, well, it wasn't the same card, but physical stress. Whatever your job is, or jobs, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's 9 to 5 grind at all. Okay. It can also mean you can have a full-time, you could be a mom and have a full-time job at home, and you're still working, maybe online or doing something else. You see what I'm saying? But anyway, we've got the fire, passion. Yes. Thank you. Now, last time when I did your reading, it was the synergy card. It's telling you to get connected back to earth, to what makes you happy. It was also talking about, this is talking about adventure as well. This is all blending. I wish the sound had been on so you could have heard it, because it's exactly the same. It's talking about, just getting back in connection with nature. And because here's the thing, it's definitely going to be hitting the Pisces that are truth seeking as well. All right. Truth seeking. There is a truth that's going to be coming out around the full moon. There's a completion to something. All right. We've got fire. You're going to have that fiery passion back in yourself. But I think it's about also, you need to, it's kind of like you hear the answers in silence and stillness. So however you reconnect yourself, mine is getting out in the middle of the woods. And the last one, I wish you could have seen it. There was just nothing but woods connecting with earth. I mean, however you got to do it, do that. Yep. Ceremony. All right. So yeah, this week is going to be very important for you to, if you've got that taste for adventure, and a lot of Aries do have that. And here's, excuse me, there may be some intensity going on around you of some sorts, which I mean, most people do nowadays. It's saying, make sure you ground yourself within this, and the answers will come to you when there's silence. So with this one right here, especially if it has to do with financial arrangements feel correct. All right. And see this card, passion. I think it's kind of like, I usually see the rise of the Phoenix with Scorpio because it represents Scorpio, right? But I'm seeing the rise of the Phoenix. I think this is actually those of Pisces who are literally have just working the grind, or they're dealing with situations that are stress. Okay. Yep. Physical stress, working 2 jobs, either one of those. So high stress. If you get that moment, I mean, I understand the being busy all the time, but this is actually the stillness, just taking that one short you've been putting off. You've been wanting to go out, just go ahead and do it. If you can do it, do it. Or at least get silent and quiet and sit there within your stillness. Because this right here is like ceremony. It's invoking. You're invoking what's coming. And invocation is what it is. But here's the thing. It's like you're calling in a completion. A completion's coming. And it's coming around the full moon. Something, and I hear cycle. A cycle is ending. Yes. Now with this card, passion right here, normally I'd say it may not go quiet. When this completion comes, it may not be quiet. Or it's surrounding a situation that was not very quiet. Because the other card that I kept seeing was volatile, which is the volcano. Something erupting. It could be people, it could be situations. I think you're going to find your peace and stillness. Yep. But do know that around the full moon, this coming, now it could have been around the first of the full moon because there's 2 full moons, but I really think you're going to feel the completion on this full moon. I really, truly do. And if it's surrounded around any situations, and it could be, like I said, it's showing me money here. There could be arguments about money, lack of. It's kind of like there's not a balance here for some reason. Yeah. Physical stress, working 2 jobs at once. And so if you're in a situation where you've been either working 2 jobs or you've got way too much on your shoulders and it's more than just one person, it's going to be balancing out. Or it could be a work situation as well, however you want to apply that. You know what I mean? Like you're working with people and they're sitting there and taking the glory for what you did or your work. Okay, however it applies to you, it's going to pan out. It is definitely going to pan out. We've got summer solstice radiance. That also to me represents, in my head, is the sun card. If you're looking for a yes, the completion is coming. It is definitely coming. Do watch for volatile. It's not showing here. It's synergy. I'll take it. That showed up the last time too. All right. There's been a lot of reflection around this. Use your instinct around this, especially if it has to deal with another person. All right. It's already in the works. It is already in the works and it's already moving. All right. Yep. But the card right here, passion, definitely put it into passion, but it did show me when I was shuffling and it kept standing out is the volcano. It's volatile. Watch for volatile behavior around you. If you have something like that going on, do know it's coming to an end and definitely find your stillness. If you can't get away, because there's also like this feel of adventures, feel of change. It's definitely going to be an intense week for you. I think it's going to be a mixed bag. But here's the thing, is it all the cards right here, I just keep wanting to put them over top of the physical stress because it's literally, you're going to be doing the grounding yourself. Synergy. Yep. The answers come in stillness. And see, Pisces, you're another zodiac sign. The answers, yeah, use your intuition because here's the thing, you already know the answers. It is coming to an end. Whether it's questions, not getting all the answers, situation, dealing with people with an I know that you guys are the emperor, but I also drew the emperor last time. Even if you have 2 of them, there was this one I just so you guys could see, and then I drew the emperor. If you're dealing with a difficult person, it's coming to an end. It is. Just keep your temper. Others of you, it's about adventure and really reconnecting with yourself within nature. However you want to connect. That's what it's about. It's kind of getting that adventurous side. It's kind of keeping it you've kept balance. You're going to keep balance. Just don't, whoever around you, somebody that did show up. Now this one's a great card, passion, but I keep seeing that volcano. Somebody could erupt or a situation could erupt. Find answers in stillness. I'm going to repeat that and repeat that. The answers is in stillness. And for some of you, it's nature. Okay. Take that minute. Take it. This may be a week of power test, especially with that emperor that showed up over here. Just go with your flow. Stay in touch and balance with yourself. That went flying. Vigilance. You know what? That is a card you had on the one reading that I did, and it didn't, it shut off. Vigilance. Okay? Just whatever you're working on or whatever you're having to deal with, just have vigilance with it. Stay on course, on your course. Even if other people around you might be like the Emperor, might have situations like that. It's showing me ceremony. It's showing me radiance. It's showing me vigilance, stillness, synergy. That's what you need to be focusing on. And the fire passion here, like I said, that's a good card. But I had previously saw, that's why. Yep. Find your peace, whatever your inner peace is, whatever it is that centers you, and focus on that. All right. You need to get out in nature, do it. If you need, whatever you need to do, you need to get next to water, do it. Take a few minutes. I don't care if it's 2. Because there may be situations within the week that's going to make you feel a little vulnerable. It could be around finances, dealing with another person that might have not the best personality. But here's the thing is, all right, okay, yes, I see it. That's the answer for some of it. For some of you who are, you're going to hear a truth. If you go looking for a truth, you're going to find the truth. And it's saying, you know what? Go ahead and get in touch with yourself. And the answers come in stillness. All right. Answers are going to be coming to you. Zero doubt. Others of you are looking for adventure. If you can get away, do it. Others of you, it's talking about, money, and it's talking about business deals, financial arrangements. Some of you, it's just being asked, perspective. Some of you are just being asked to just take a minute, because I understand the work stuff, but you've got to take a minute and sit in stillness so you can get the answers. That's it. The answers come in stillness. However you connect to get that. We've got the Milky Way, the perspective, because in the stillness, it's going to change your perspective around the situation. And there is a complete, and that is where the activation comes in for a completion around the full moon. All right. Been doing a lot of reflecting on this. Use your instincts on this. Yes, that feels correct. Yep. You know what? By the weekend, which would be around the full moon, you're going to be sitting here feeling a lot more adventurous. Some of you are looking out towards different horizons that you're wanting to do. You're going to be feeling so much different by the weekend. So if it's the normal grind, we all have to do it. But here's the thing is, by the end of the week, your whole perspective about this is going to be changed. It's something you're going to be feeling more complete around the situation, your activation. It's something you put into motion. Like I said, again, if it's about a truth will be revealed, but it's going to open up a different avenue, a different way of looking at stuff, a different way of feeling. Yep. Because this week you could be feeling submerged. Another forest card, breathe. All right. So focus, whatever it is, hobbies, creativities, whatever you do, nature, fishing, water, whatever it is that you like to do. Take a minute and go ahead and do it, because that answer is going to come in stillness. And see all these nature cards right here. Yeah. And this is definitely going to hit some of you that's where you're sitting here going, you know what, I really need to reconnect with myself. Yeah, the answers are going to come. Yep. All right, let's see here. Closing thoughts here. Yeah, so if it's a little murky and foggy towards the beginning of the week, it's definitely going to be feeling different by the end. Okay, now this one fell over top of fire and passion, support. Your message is you are supported. There are people around you. Okay. And for others of you, you may be providing support for others, but really just in general, the feel of it's not so much about that. Support and passion. Some of you that might have to do with love, but like I said, there's so many different meanings. This is just a general. It's your message is stay connected to yourself, however you do it. And it will take, and it'll work out. This is going to work out. You will not be feeling the same way by the end of the week around the full moon as you start the week out. We've got completion. Something is culminating and activating. and you'll be reflecting on this. Use your instinct around this. That's the message. And just continue to work on whatever it is. Vigilance. All right. Remember to take some time to yourself. And again, answers are in stillness. All right. Until next week, I will talk to you later. Bye.